All right, everybody give it up for Thomas, man. I'm loving this having a piano. This is good. We get to hear it during break, play in and out, easier way to tell the guests to stop talking. It's all been working out really, really well. So if you're enjoying the show, please like, comment, share, give a shout out to Thomas. If you're watching right now, you don't want to miss the next segment of the show. But if you are watching, like, comment, share. Our friends at White River have loaded us up with things to give to you. Stanley Cups, hats, $10 gift cards. Just drop a comment, breathe on the screen, something. Let us know that you're watching the show and you're entered to win. This contest goes all week. Beautiful producer Sarah, which is all over my shirt today. We'll get a close up of that a little bit later. She takes the shows, she chops them up into clips. Those clips, we're getting about 20,000 views a week. So make sure that you get entered in that. Every clip goes out on all the platforms, and you'll see it soon on our new website. So like, comment, share, do whatever you need to do to let us know that you're watching and you're entered to win. All right, Don, welcome to the show, my friend.
Wow, thank you very much.
As I throw things around, let's just do that. All right, so... Well, it was that or hit the microphone. So it's coming down to the wire. We're almost there. We're
4 days.
almost there.
Yeah, 4 days.
So what made you decide to run for Senate?
Well, because a lot of things that try to get done always get hung up in the Senate. And so I just figured it was time for the grown-ups to take over in the Senate.
Fair enough.
So,
fair enough.
Yeah.
So when you campaign for House or Senate, what's the big differences that you're seeing?
Oh, geography is a big, huge thing. Actually, though, as far as what people are concerned about, it's pretty much the same thing throughout the district. It's mostly kitchen table items, right? But the thing that's kind of taken over is talk about data centers. Mm-hmm. Amendment 5 has, really been a concern of folks, and legitimately so. And then the other thing that has now kind of taken over is all the junk mail that's coming in. I mean, folks they're sick and tired of all the hate mail that comes out.
I think I can speak for everybody when I say all like that. I'm getting 80 texts a day. My mailbox is full. All of these things. So as it winds out, and I think there's a little bit of fatigue once we get to this point at any election,
Certainly.
whether it be whatever, with everyone campaigning and all of that. So when you're out campaigning, what is your favorite part about going out?
So my favorite part is just knocking doors, because that's where you actually get to talk to people directly and find out what the things are that are really their concerns they're concerned about, not what the politicians up in Jeff City are concerned about.
Or what you might see on Facebook. I was on with the city earlier, and one of the big things is griping on Facebook is totally different than talking to your representative.
That's a fact.
It's totally different than talking to your councilman, which is totally different than actually interacting with your government body. And I think a lot of people, I don't really blame them. I just don't think they're educated enough to understand that. They're tired or they're frustrated, so they take to whatever avenue they feel comfortable on in doing that. But as you go door to door and as you go out and shake hands and meet people, you get to look them in the face and see what their true concerns are.
Yeah, and then you can also kind of dispel some of the rumor and speculation.
Yeah.
I mean, Facebook's fine, but unfortunately that has become the source of most people's information.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's Facebook, Twitter, and all that kind of stuff. But you got to keep in mind, 99% of that is unvetted in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
Back in the old days, the news was you had to dual source something from two totally separate areas in order for it to even make it on the news.
Yeah, and that's what we try to do here at Lebanon. And that is tough. That is tough because you're not always first, right? Well, you're not always first, but you're accurate. You're always this. So I can understand how hard that is, but how frustrating that is that people, like, you show up and knock on your door and like, Don Mayhew's not a 7-foot tall Bigfoot that like kicks down houses. Like, you're kidding. He's a true human being, right? So it's a good way to.
But that 24-hour news cycle has kind of done that to us, right? And then always wanting to be first out there with the big scoop, right?
Yep.
And so people forget that part of it is trying to find out the real facts about it. Well, the facts go by the wayside for the click, right?
Yes.
It's all about the clicks. Mm-hmm. And so because that's how they get paid, right? That's how this new system works.
Yes.
Well, unfortunately, nobody ever goes back to correct the record. It just kind of stays the way it is out there on the internet.
And I think it's a holdover, because even back in newspaper days, if they had something go wrong on the front page, the correction was on page 37
Right.
about this big, right?
Yeah.
We all remember the big salacious story or the big break. We never remember the correction that comes out.
Absolutely.
And I think social media, and I say this as a person as a grown man that makes his living playing on the social media, is that it's a thing that we have to rail against, fight against, that we get, that we get accused of, politicians get accused of. So getting out. So let's move on to the next. Where is your favorite? Odd question, and I'm going to put you a little bit on the spot here. More than I probably put anybody on the spot. Now, you have to go to multiple counties, right?
That's right.
Where's your favorite restaurant to eat while you're out?
So the little cafe down here on Commercial Street. And
Lunchbox Cafe.
The Lunchbox Cafe.
Yes.
Man, that place is fantastic.
I know. It has been around since I was a child.
Yeah.
Right? And it's moved around a couple times. And the girl, man, I am so sorry, I can't remember, that just bought it. We got to interview her. It's just such a good vibe in there,
right.
too. It reminds you of something that's not around anymore.
It's like your own kitchen table.
Yeah.
I mean, when you go in there, because everybody's friendly, right? And you can sit down at it. They've got the table there in the middle. It's kind of the community table.
Yeah, and you just get up, walk out.
Yeah, and you just sit down there, and people will start talking to you. It's great. It's the old version, the old time version of a local cafe, and I just enjoy every time I go in there.
Good to hear. Yeah. Well, I'm going to give you a little bit of time, because I've purposely not talked about issues, because it's a little bit different type of a show.
Right.
So I am going to give you a couple minutes if you want to address the people at home. You've taken your time to come here or whatever.
Yeah.
Just let the people know at home what you're about, and as they go cast their ballot, if they're undecided. I don't feel a whole lot of people are undecided at this point in it, but if they are, what is it that they should check your box over the other people?
So actually, that is the case, that there's still about 40% of folks undecided out there. And I think that has a lot to do with just the sheer volume of stuff that's showing up in their mailbox, showing up in their text messages and things like that. Truthfully, I've run a campaign that is based on the issues, right? Policy. And so, unfortunately, what we see, especially when there's a lot of money that gets all in like this one, by the time this is over with, there'll be about $1 million spent on this race. And almost all of that is from outside interest. I think I've probably spent around 60, 70 grand, something like that, when it's all some total of something less than $100,000. So, I mean, even if I wanted to do attack ads, I wouldn't, right? Because I think, honestly, that's what people want to hear. They want to hear about the policy. What is it that you're going to do differently than what's been done before? Unfortunately, Jeff City is run by the money. I mean, there's no easy way of saying that. We all know it. We've seen it with our own eyes. Yeah. And too often what happens is that because there's always this big push, to get funding, then unfortunately folks tend to favor, whoever it is that's giving them money. Yeah. I mean, that's just the fact of nature, and we understand that. So I've never done that in the House of Representatives. I've always looked at things in fact, I've never filed a lobbyist bill, not one time. And so the focus should be on your constituents. Now, truthfully, we do work with the lobbyists because they represent a particular segment. But whenever you start working for them instead of the other way around, that's where the problem comes in. And a lot of it is because this big, huge push for just to try to get money. And the reality is what we need to do is start focusing on that stuff that actually matters to folks, these kitchen table issues, where we, start addressing some of the problems that we're facing right now. Everything from transportation-related issues to how much it costs for a gallon of milk and price of gas and those kind of things. So that's kind of my focus.
Okay,
So
I appreciate you taking your time to come out here and do this. Throw the graphic. So, guys, local election coverage is very important to us here in Lebanon Now. It's one of the things when we decided to do this in the beginning. Last election, over 35,000 people, and that's more than 35 too, but 35,000 people tuned in for our election coverage, and that was an amazing thing, but only a couple thousand people showed up to vote. The reason why we're putting so much time, effort, and energy, and you don't see a whole bunch of sponsors, is Lebanon Now is sponsoring a lot of this election coverage out of our own pocket to make sure you get out and vote. So whether it's for Don or whoever, to leave your house that day, go vote. It's your civic duty. Stop, voice your opinion on Facebook, but back that up with a vote. Thomas, start playing something. There we go. So when we come back, don't miss this next segment. We're coming back a couple minutes. Go ahead and flip to commercial.
Did you get us switched over to shelter insurance?
Actually, I found a deal online.
You did. Does your deal come with award-winning customer service?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Does the deal include a local agent?
Doesn't actually say.
Can we create a customized plan that fits our needs? Let's just call the local shelter agent.
For insurance that fits just right, find a shelter agent near you.
See shelter agent Kim Breeden or affiliate agents Crystal Thompson and Stephanie Esther in Lebanon today.
At Harry's Salon, we believe great hair starts with great products. That's why we use premium products like Aveda and Bob to keep your hair healthy, soft, and full of life. Whether you're coming in for color, highlights, or a refresh, relax and let Harry's Salon help you look and feel your best.
Got a birthday coming, are you feeling the heat? Need a way to make the party super sweet. Don't you worry, don't you fret. We've got the best fun you can get.